This is the Weather Xtreme video, the morning edition for Friday, the 28th of July. I'm James Spann. A rather active day today with a good chance of rain and thunderstorms. Rain may be heavy at times, and then a very refreshing weather change for the weekend. Check it out, the old upper ridge, the heat ridge beginning to break down and a trough beginning to form over the eastern U.S. That's going to spin up a rather anomalous nor'easter for the middle Atlantic coast by tonight. And early this morning, it is raining over parts of North Alabama. The bulk of the rain at 5 o'clock was west of I-65, north of Interstate 20, but statewide, a pretty good chance of occasional showers and storms today. Not going to rain all day long. A warm summer morning, Birmingham at 80, upper 70s in Tuscaloosa, but we will not get out of the 80s today because of clouds and showers. We note a flash flood watch is in effect for about the northern half of the state. This includes Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, Sylacauga, Roanoke, Ashland, Brent, Aliceville, and points north. Some spots, 1 to 2 inches of rain today. Not everywhere. This is summer. Rain distribution is never even, but out of what's happened in a few cases earlier this week, the Weather Service believed that was the best thing to do for today. We also note this flash flood watch is up for the middle Atlantic coastal region because of that nor'easter. Places like Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia could see some heavy rain over the next 36 hours. Here's the severe weather outlook today. Marginal risk, again, for the middle Atlantic coast. And the SPC guys have really trimmed this thing back in Alabama. All we have now is a marginal risk for the extreme northern part of the state, up in the Tennessee Valley. They have taken out the risk elsewhere, which is probably a pretty good call. The air should be fairly stable today. Now, if we were up in the 90s, it'd be a different story. But again, I don't think we get past the mid-80s today because of clouds. That limits the instability. And then tomorrow, a risk of severe weather, a marginal risk for the southern part of Alabama. Basically south of a line from near Thomasville to Fort Deposit over to Phoenix City. Areas in darker green, strong gusty winds, the main issue there. North Alabama in dry air tomorrow. And look at day 3, all of Alabama in dry air. That's Sunday. In fact, we're going to go several days with no mention of afternoon storms here, which is very odd for this time of the year. Rain for the next 7 days, valid through Friday morning of next week, about 1 to 2 inches, and a lot of that could be today. And off in the tropics, little weak wave in the Atlantic, just having a really hard time because of the dry air. NHC continues to show some low-end chance of development, but it's going to be a tough sled there with all that dry air. The rest of the Atlantic basin is quiet, so model fans. Here's the GFS, the 06E run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. You can see the trough beginning to form over the east. Down below that, a soupy air mass, occasional showers and thunderstorms today with a high only in the mid-80s in most spots. Heavier downpours possible, maybe producing a little bit of flash flooding. That's the reason for the flash flood watch. Now tonight, just after midnight, that nor'easter begins to form around Chesapeake Bay. Cold front still pushing southward, so we'll maintain a chance of showers and storms tonight. But tomorrow, for the northern half of the state, we are in dry air. Morning clouds giving way to a partly to mostly sunny day. The high in the mid to upper 80s. Both the NAM and the GFS are at 87. Dew points are dropping throughout the day. Showers and storms confined to the southern quarter of the state. And Sunday, everybody in dry air. We start the day well down in the 60s. Cooler pockets, maybe seeing upper 50s. High should be in the upper 80s. The humidity should be low for summer. Monday, we stay in dry air, upper 80s. And Tuesday, you might mention a slight chance of a shower by Tuesday afternoon. For now, we'll leave it dry. And then Wednesday still looks pretty dry. Quite frankly, all of next week looks quiet. Here's Thursday. And again, the chance of rain is not zero, but it sure looks like any showers Wednesday and Thursday should be very isolated. And this is Friday, a week from today, troughing still over the east. And again, another surface boundary approaching from the north. Showers and storms could increase at the end of next week. In fact, that looks like the day next week with a better chance of showers and storms. This is the end of the forecast period. This is Sunday, the 6th of August. Heights coming up a little bit. Looks classic summer weather there. But look at this. This is coming off the European for the next 15 days. And this is when we can have triple-digit heat here. This is the hottest part of summer. Late July, first half of August, and wow. This is suggesting only a couple of days we'll hit 90. Now, I think we'll probably have more than that, but still, the bottom line is heat levels are just not bad for this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. You can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.